Ella from the Jermaine Sisters and I play bass and electric cello.
I'm Georgia and I play guitar, piano and sing in Jermaine Sisters.
Times changed, but there you are and you're the same.
I'm so excited to be here at the Huế Festival. It's such an honour to be able to represent Australia here in Vietnam.
It's like I've gone back in time. It's been years and things have changed, but here you are and you're the same.
What I love about Vietnam is the beautiful scenery. Everywhere you look there is so much colour and so much beauty. I just love it here. I really love Vietnam, especially the food. It's so delicious and tasty. My favourite thing about Vietnam is the Vietnamese people. Everyone is just so kind, so generous and so caring, and I'm just so thankful for how welcome everyone has made us feel.
We're the Jermaine Sisters. Sing Ciao Vietnam. Nice to see you too.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Talk Vietnam. Now, the Jermaine Sisters represented Australia at the recent Huế Festival 2016. There, they charmed audiences with their original songs, which inspire people to believe in themselves, leading to a happier and more meaningful life. We're here with the sibling trio in our Talk Vietnam today. We're very lucky to have them to share more about their career path and also of the impressions that they've gotten here in their trip in Vietnam. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having
us.
us.
So that the audience knows who's who and who's the bigger sister and the youngest sister, let's have an introduction, shall we? Shall we start with you?
Yeah, so I'm Clara and I'm actually the oldest sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Georgia and I'm the youngest sister.
And my name is Ella and I'm obviously the middle sister.
Yes, the middle sister. Thank you so much for joining us here on Talk Vietnam. Now, we saw images of you and you were in the Huế Festival 2016. How was that?
So
It was
fun.
amazing. Yeah, it was a fantastic festival.
Can you share with us more about how did you prepare for this festival?
Yeah, good question. We mostly played a lot of our original music, which we've already played before, so that was quite easy to prepare, but we also played a song in Vietnamese, which took quite a lot of preparation.
And I think other preparation, we were told it gets very warm here, which we've definitely learned, so we bought lots of nice light clothes to wear on stage, and we did a lot of practice before we came here and researched a little bit about the culture so we knew what to expect, but we've just been overwhelmed with how beautiful the country is and how lovely the people are, and the audiences are so nice. So we had the best time at that festival and we've had a great time on the tour so far.
That's wonderful. What do you think makes your band distinctive there? I mean, you were the only band there that was Australian.
Yeah, we were really lucky to have the Australian Embassy bring us out here for the Huế Festival. So distinctive, I don't know, I guess we love playing kind of happy, uplifting music with good messages. We like to inspire others and encourage people to love each other and, look forward to the future and get along, and that kind of thing, I guess, is what sets us apart. Sibling harmonies, we all sing in harmony as well, and play our own instruments, so I guess that's kind of different to other people. But
that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit to see how kind of your band started. Obviously, you guys are sisters. Did music kind of start from an early age for you three?
Yeah, we all started playing music when we were younger, just for our grandparents and at school and things like that. So it was just part of our lives growing up playing music, so it's in our blood. And then I guess in the last couple of years, we decided to take it more seriously and made the band. So Georgia was a solo artist beforehand and she needed some bandmates, so she roped us in and now we're in for good. But we've had a lot of fun with it. We've travelled all over the world and we've got to come to beautiful places like Vietnam, so it's been an amazing ride so far and we just want to keep doing it.
Yes. Any kind of childhood memories with growing up with music?
Yeah, we used to, in Australia it's quite a big country, so it takes a long time to drive to places, especially if you're going on holiday or away for the weekend, and so the long car trips would always be singing and harmonising together in the car ride, and Mum and Dad would be like, oh, sing this song, and we'd just have fun with it and muck around. We have a younger brother as well, so he'd sing with us too, and I guess that was probably the early memories. We used to busk in the streets, so play on the streets, and for people in the local town. I think,
yeah. Mum dressed us up all in the same
matching
clothes, like, you know, old-fashioned white, like, nightgown type dresses.
With little straw hats.
Yeah, with little straw hats. And all our brother had to do was hand out lavender to people.
Like
and
flowers.
He got an equal cut of the busking money, which I thought was so unfair. But it was like a fun memory. I think we only got like $5 each, so enough to buy some lollies or something. But still, it was cool.
It was fun. Yeah. It's one of your kind of, you know, very closest, dearest childhood memories that led to today, basically. The sun-drenched songs of Australia's indie pop sibling trio, Jermaine Sisters, their debut single, Da Da Do, has made it into the top 100 mainstream radio charts in Germany. And in the following, we'll get to listen to this song right here on Talk Vietnam stage.
So it's you don't like to slow it down. But that's things I don't like to feel. So I to talk about it now. Just get on down. We're gonna get away from town. Come on, just you and me and this very, very happy sound. I got a little tune you can tap your foot to, and it's waiting here for you. And it goes da 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 da. Never forget just who you are. Da 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 do. I will always believe in you. Da 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 da. Never forget just who you are. Da 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 do. I will always believe in you. Da do. Every time I hear this song, it's like nothing could go wrong. Like I'm back where back where I belong. Never forget just who you are. Do. I will always believe in you. Never forget just who you are. Do. I will always believe in you.
Thank you very much for that performance of Da Da Do. Now, in this song, there is a line that says, "Never forget just who you are." Now, on a broader sense, it's somewhat like a story of preserving your roots or preserving where you came from or never forgetting that place. So, Georgia, you wrote this song.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, the song's just about, you know, being true to yourself and believing in yourself, and yeah, knowing who you are, and you know, if other people try and tell you to be different or tell you to yeah, do different things, and maybe put you down or think that you're not good enough, it's just, you know, remembering that you are very special, everybody's special and important and worthy, and yeah, it's just about, yeah, believing in yourself and following your dreams.
Going back to your career, when did you kind of see this first milestone in your career?
Probably the first album that we recorded together, which is our current album that's out now. Georgia had written all these songs, and we thought it would be awesome to make an album of it. So just randomly we're emailing a few producers we dreamed of working with, and one got back to us, well, yeah, the producer of The Cause in Ireland, and was like, "I'd love to work with you, how can we make this work?" And we were absolutely amazed. So yeah, we travelled over to Ireland and spent a month there and recorded the first album and released it a year later. So that was probably the first kind of big milestone for us, I think.
Wow, and this wasn't back in, you released this back in 2013?
Yeah.
Yes, Because You Breathe, right? Your
Yes,
debut
the one.
album. When it comes to your music, how would you describe your music?
It's kind of indie pop, folk. Yeah, it's just sort of sunny, I think people have sort of described it as, but lots of harmonies, yeah.
Yes, like
kind of
Dada Do,
thing.
it sounds very kind of, laid back and also very jolly.
Yeah. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, we do have like a few darker sort of stuff, or stuff with a little bit more sort of synth in the new
rock
stuff,
kind
a
of.
bit more
Yeah.
rocky, but we try and keep it all, like the harmonies definitely like a key point, and yeah, just all our instruments being played as much as we can, but still making it sound sweet and enjoyable, and something
That's
people can
great.
just listen to while they're driving their car or come to the
Exactly.
gig and have a dance or whatever
And
they want
that's
to
why
do.
you can kind of, be very versatile about your venues or who you play
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can play to basically anyone.
Yeah.
You have traveled a lot to different places for your touring. How has that been, touring to so many different countries and, being able to come in contact with different cultures?
Yeah, it's been amazing. You realise how, I guess, small the world is, but also how big the world is when you travel. You get, a really great perspective on life and a perspective on different cultures and people. And I think we just love meeting new people. The great thing about touring is the people that you meet and the things that you get to see. But I think the worst thing about touring is having to say goodbye to the people that you meet, because we meet so many amazing people every day, and it gets very sad when we always saying goodbye to people as well. But, it's great with the internet these days. We can keep in contact mostly with social media.
There obviously has been a lot of memories related to kind of, all these wonderful tours. Any other memories that stick to mind when, you've been traveling as sisters?
We played on a train once in Australia, so from Adelaide to Perth, which is, how long was that? Like an overnight trip, but basically
Really?
this is when we were very starting off. You could get a free ticket, because it costs lots of money to travel sometimes, and you could get a free ticket if you were a musician and you just played a few songs
wow,
for
the
people in the
guests.
carriages. So it was sort of like a lot of old people and their sort of last hurrah around Australia. So we were playing, for them, and got a free ticket on the train,
Cool.
which was awesome because you got to see all the outback, and that was when we first started off. So that was pretty cool. But like playing on the corner at the Huế Festival of the street at the intersection while there was still bikes going past, that was
Everyone's sort of
pretty
like, "Whoa."
surreal.
Everybody stopped in it. Yeah, it was
We
really
were
cool.
amazed at the driving here in Vietnam. Like, you guys are so savvy on your motorbikes. Like, just like, pew, pew, pew. Like,
Yes.
we just cross the road, like, please don't. But they're just like,
How was it kind of performing in that, kind of controlled chaos?
It was cool.
It's
like,
exciting,
you
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
sit there and you're like, as if we're here right now. This is so amazing. And like,
Yeah.
there's all the cutest little kids here, like, clapping along. And yeah, it was really cool.
Now, the Jermaine sisters were the only Australian band to join in the Huế Festival 2016. There, they enticed the audience with their different songs, just as they did in other parts of the world where they toured. So we'll have a close look in the following.
Antique Palace, Huế City. There's excitement at the venue today due to the presence of Australian sibling trio band, Jermaine Sisters. With 10 uplifting indie pop tracks and an infectious love for music, the Jermaine Sisters have treated audience to a startling contemporary music gig.
So we kind of wanted to be able to give them a good variety of all of our original music, and something, something happy, something maybe sad, something for them to think about, something for them to maybe dance to if they feel like dancing, but also just to listen to and enjoy. So it's a big variety tonight.
We want to play lots of songs that people can sort of dance to, a nice upbeat, fun song. We want to show Australian music in Vietnam.
Their interpretation of the Vietnamese folk song Trống Cơm stunned many at Antique Palace. The indie pop cover fused Vietnamese traditional folk melodies to truly inspiring audience.
Music always brings people together, so hearing very Australian songs along with traditional Vietnamese songs was a very nice experience to bond with the local people in Vietnam.
Tôi rất cảm xúc khi là người Úc mà hát được những bài Việt, nhưng mà nhạc là nhạc cộ nữa. Đó là một điều khó đối với người ngoại quốc. Tôi rất là chân thành, là rung động, cảm nhận được cái tình cảm của các cô gái Úc.
Inspired also by the harmony among the sibling trio, the lyrics in the songs by the Jermaine sisters hold good memories and a positive message of life. That is why they help crowd feel the sincerity and emotion in each of the songs they sang, even for people from Australia.
It was great to hear the Australian accents, which we don't get to hear a lot of in Vietnam, and also see all of the shots of Australia. It was great to see that again. It makes me feel like I'm at home.
When you were in Huế, this Huế festival, what stunned you most?
I think it's probably the atmosphere and the vibe, the people, the different cultures, the incredible range of music, the variety. We went to the closing ceremony. That was amazing.
Yeah.
It was such a big performance there, and just the talent and just I think
the attention to detail as well. I would say, like, the stage was amazing, like these lights and and the costumes. Like, there's amazing festivals in Australia as well, but this was like just colours and beauty everywhere. It was just, I'd say the attention to detail to some of the acts were just so cool, and how the stage were, and
I think the volunteers as well who were helping out. There was so many volunteers, or just like the kindness of the Vietnamese people. Everyone is just so welcoming, and
everybody says hello when you walk past.
Yeah, just smiling,
nice.
And we just felt so at home. Even though we'd never been here before, it was just like everyone was there, lovely. I mean, that's in every part that we've been to in Vietnam, not just the Huế Festival, but
Yes. So how was the reception when you were on stage, looking down on this audience, obviously?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Awesome.
Everybody seemed to really love it. So, the big crowds, and especially when we sang the Vietnamese song, everybody clapped along straight away. So that was really special, having them sing with us. And some of our originals we got people to sing along with as well. So it was really cool.
We got a few people up dancing, but we realised how hot it is, so we can totally understand why people want to sit down. But everyone's really listening and attentive, and they were really nice to play to.
Muốn bay thoáng tìm con nít, muốn bay thoáng tìm con nít, ôm mấy lời sông ôm mấy đi từng em đã từng ai, xiên nhờ khá ta thang bồng, xiên nhờ khá ta thang bồng, xiên nhờ khá ta thang bồng.
We can just see in the previous clip that you had this amazing kind of experience trying to learn a Vietnamese song. Can you share with us this experience?
It was very difficult at first to sort of figure out the lyrics and how the pronunciation worked, but I just wrote everything down and played on my guitar a few times and taught it to the girls, and then we performed it for the governor in South Australia because he's Vietnamese, and his Vietnamese is fantastic. So that was very, very exciting to
just to double check that we were saying things okay.
To do that.
Claire and I sing backing vocals, so when we can't remember the words, we're just like, ooh, ah. Lucky we have Georgia who knew the words really well.
It's a song very near and dear to the hearts of Vietnamese people, so I'm sure they were very touched by the fact that you sang it. It's a folk song from Vietnam. So what impressed you most about the Huế Festival and the people that you met there?
Yeah, I think it was really, really well organised. Everybody, I don't know, we got to see so much around Huế, all the different cultural sites, and the people were all so lovely. Everybody wanted a photo afterwards, and after we played, and I think the highlights just well organised, great fun. Everyone was really lovely and welcoming. So
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, in Hoi An, we went there for a day and just looked around the old city there, and it was just absolutely beautiful. We went on a little boat ride, which was amazing. Yeah, everything's been really different and unique. We played sort of at a beach sort of party festival in Da Nang, which was really fun to play on the beach, and big audience, and I mean, we love the ocean, so it was really special for us to do that.
We were talking with our Australian interpreter slash chaperone from the embassy, Viet, and she was saying about the different cities in Vietnam being compared to the cities in Australia. So Da Nang's really like Brisbane, you know, the beach city, and then Melbourne was more like Hanoi, and then Adelaide like Huế. So the festival side of things. So it was cool to see the similarities when she was telling us at the start of the trip that's what the kind of cities were like, and it was so true. And so we've really got the full variety here on this Vietnamese tour, so we've been very lucky. So
yes. Any sites that kind of stick to mind for you, Clara?
Yesterday we went to the Temple of Literature. So that was really cool, having a look around there, with the turtles and learning about the history there. So that was probably one that stuck in my mind.
We went to the Citadel in Huế, which was just so amazing to see that. We went there at the night time and during the day, and that was beautiful.
They had it all lit up and it was really beautiful.
We played in a palace as well at the Huế Festival.
Was that?
It was amazing. That was just that was probably one of my favourite shows at the festival.
Going back to Australia, what would you tell your friends and your family about Vietnam?
I'll tell them to definitely come and visit. It's an amazing country. There's so many great people and everyone's so nice. I got this made here. It was so cool. We went to one of the markets and chose some material, and some of the ladies could sew. So I feel very special. I've got a great thing to bring back home.
A handmade souvenir.
It's amazing. The people here are great. The food here is amazing. We're all vegetarian and we've had so much variety. We're shocked of all the things you guys can make out of tofu. Like, it was, oh my gosh, we'll come back a few extra kilos. But it was, really, really great people, great food, great scenery. Everything's really clean and everyone's so nice. So I would definitely tell people to come back and visit.
That's wonderful. Now in Talk Vietnam today, would you like to perform another song for us?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Cool.
Look over my shoulder, I still see your face. The words that you said still haunts me to this day. But now that I've seen what's behind this disguise, how can I close my eyes? I only want to run far away, turn my back on what's become of this day. But now that I've heard the cry that's outside, how can I close my eyes? Together we'll wake up, together we'll stand. We've already won the lords of life, so how can I? How can I close my eyes? 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 How can I? How can I? How can you? How shall we close our eyes?
Thank you so much for those beautiful tunes in How Can I Close My Eyes? Can you share with us kind of the inspiration behind this song?
Yeah, sure. So that song I wrote, I guess, about, you know, the hard times that everybody goes through in life, and maybe the bad things that we might see happening in our own communities or in the wider world. But the song is kind of about the decision that we make to either ignore those bad things or to open our eyes and, you know, try and do something that might help, even if it's just the smallest of differences. So, you know, looking outside of ourselves and helping others, and by doing that, you make yourself feel better as well. And it's just it's a cool thing. If we all help each other out, then the world will be a better place. So
exactly, yeah. Kind of this mindfulness almost of the things that go around you. It relates a little bit to kind of your activities back in Australia as well, working with animals, isn't it? Can you share with us this activities?
Yeah, so we're members of Fauna Rescue. So in Australia, there's so many beautiful native animals, but there is a lot of big roads there, and sometimes accidents happen. So we always try and preserve the native animals, and some mothers get killed, so we look after orphan joeys at home. So George is sort of like the key kangaroo carer. So we look after them when they're little babies. So you bottle feed them. They're probably the best sort of pet to have, because they don't make any noise, and you can make them go to the toilet when they're meant to go to the toilet, and you feed them, and then they grow up and they're the most peaceful, beautiful animals. So we are really passionate about looking after animals.
During their trip here in Vietnam, the Jermaine sisters have actually visited the Vietnam Bear Rescue Center. It's located in the Tam Dao National Park in Vĩnh Phúc, just about an hour drive away from Hanoi. We'll take a look at their visit in the following report.
Tomatoes, pumpkins, apples, and even ice lollies filled with fruit. The task for the Jermaine sisters now is to hide this food as well as possible for the bears to find. They do this to entertain the bears and encourage them to be more active. The animals will have to detect the food by scent, a way to help stimulate their senses and foraging skills. The bell rings. Eating time comes. Every day, the bears eat outdoors twice, plus 2 more times indoors. A grown-up bear consumes some 2.5 kilos of food each day. Bears in the wild are known for their climbing abilities. They eat a variety of food and spend most of their time foraging. That's why in this semi-natural enclosure, there are so many stands and toys for them to climb on. Their menu is also equally diverse, ensuring they have a variety of food for 20 days in a row.
The moon bear have the V shape. Yeah.
And the sun bear
have the U shape.
Oh, okay.
And it look like sun rising, so they have the name sun bear. And moon bear have the V shape. It look like the moon crescent on the chest.
It's so peaceful and beautiful here, and the work that everybody does, you can really tell that everyone who works here loves their jobs and loves what they do, and they're all doing it for such a great purpose. So yeah, we absolutely loved coming here, and we were so excited to get to see the work that they do.
In Australia, the Jermaine sisters trio are caring for 5 orphaned kangaroo joeys.
It's a lot of work looking after the baby kangaroos. They sort of start from, you know, this big, and they need 6 bottle feeds a day, sort of like a little baby, and they sort of would live in little pouches on the end of my bed, and they're very, very cute.
As lovers of animals, they are touched when told about the realities that bear by farming.
To think of animals in cages is very sad for me. So to think that, you know, some of these bears have been in cages for, I think, 15 years of their lives since they were cubs, and, you know, being full-grown bears in cages is really sad. So yeah, just really inspiring that, you know, people have, you know, made the decision to rescue the bears and bring them here where they can be safe and be happy and free.
By November 2015, Animals Asia's Vietnam Bear Rescue Center has rescued 162 bears from across Vietnam. Of them, 148 are living happily at the center. However, some 1,200 bears, mostly moon bears, are now still being kept in private farms for regular bio-extraction for sale as traditional medicine.
Keeping an animal in a cage isn't how we want to be treated as people, so why would we treat animals that way? I think it's really important to remember that, yeah, we have to look after everything, otherwise, there won't be anything left.
We saw in the report that you came to visit this bear rescue center. Obviously, as we were talking before, you have different activities related to kind of rescuing animals and caring for animals back in Australia. So this is very close and dear to your hearts.
Because we were very fortunate enough to live on sort of like a forest in Australia, which has got a lot of native trees, which is a great habitat for many native animals. So lots of people used to come and drop off an injured animal, and we'd look after it. So
that's really sweet.
Yeah, it's really great looking after animals. I think it's such an important. They're so important part of the environment, so keeping them and having that care and compassion for them is such an important thing for everyone.
In terms of being ambassadors and artist associate, this cause of helping animals and wildlife protection, what do you do to raise awareness for your cause?
Yeah, I think it's basically through through our music is the main thing. I think what we encourage at our shows is, or particularly at our school shows, is if anyone loves doing something, whatever it is, you use that thing that you love to make a positive difference in the world. And so for us, we love music, we're quite good at it, and we want to use that to encourage, people to, donate to these causes or support these causes and raise awareness with that. So whether, you cook or you like dancing or you like to, public speak or anything.
It can be any profession. So when like Georgia was saying, when we go to schools, we don't want people to think you just have to be a musician to do this, or you can be anything, like TV people or people that are really good at engineering. People need to be able to make the toilets in these communities, or they need to be able to, like plumbers, electricians. Everyone is important, and everyone can use their skills, and that's what makes the world such a great place, is we've got so many different people. So music is something that we do, and we do other things as well, but everyone can do
kind of give their part.
Yeah.
In terms of your trip in Vietnam, I mean, we've talked about different kind of memories. Obviously, you've been playing music on a street intersection, or hanging out with the bears at Tam Dao. Any other memories that stick to mind?
We went to the Agent Orange Centre. That was really cool, playing with the kids there. They all jumped up and danced with us, and I had one sitting on my lap playing the drums. So it was really great to come and just share music with them, because a lot of them, we heard that they just love music, and that's just a way that they kind of feel happy and that kind of thing. So yeah, sharing with them was really cool.
Yeah, we got a performance from them as well, which was cool.
Yeah,
that's
they
really
performed
sweet.
for us.
How was the experience kind of meeting with children affected by the Agent Orange?
Yeah, it was inspiring to see the kids were just really happy, and especially the music, or just how music made them happy. I think they were really really great kids, and just I think really touched each of us with their energy, and it was a really great place that they could come. The centre was amazing, and we really encourage the work that's being done there, just to give these kids kind of a normal, happy life.
Yes. Obviously, a lot of things that people hear about Vietnam in the world is about the war, and here you are meeting people who are affected by the consequences up until now. How was that, for you?
I think it was quite overwhelming, to get there, because you hear about things in the news, or you see it on Facebook or watch it on the television, but when you actually go out in person and see these people in real life, you really feel the impact, and you feel very sorry for what had happened. So coming here and going to the Agent Orange Centre was quite overwhelming, but at the same time you really feel the impact and you just want to help. So for us to be able to play was so special.
Love how the Vietnamese people always are looking to the future and looking at how they can help, and really focusing on the future and making it a better kind of place for everybody.
That's kind of what your kind of music inspires towards as well, this positivity and optimism for a better future, basically.
Yeah.
history, dwelling on what's been said and done. What did you wish for? What did you wish for? Golden, go for golden, go for gold. Golden, go for golden, go for golden, go for gold. Believe the possible can come true. Believe the gift today gives you. Shine out your candle before the rain comes. Shine with me this golden love. You're all I wish for. You've always been my wish. Golden, go for golden, go for golden, go for gold. Golden, go for golden, go for golden, go for gold. You always will be golden to me. You always will be golden to me. You always will be golden to me. You always will be golden to me.
You're quite new in this industry, so how hard is it kind of establishing a band and establishing a reputation for your band?
Yeah, it's certainly a lot of work. Yeah, pretty much every day we're sort of doing stuff or rehearsing or traveling around. It's about, playing a lot as much as you can, because live shows, I think, is where we can connect personally with audiences, and that sort of, forms a long-term relationship with fans and that sort of thing. So lots and lots of work. Australia is an interesting market. I think every sort of country has a different sort of market with music, but we, something that we've realised is touring certainly helps with that wherever we go. So Germany is great. We love touring to Germany, Switzerland, Europe, the UK, New Zealand. We've sort of been all over the place, and touring is where it's at, I think, at the moment.
Right. You talked about the Australian music market. What is the Australian music landscape like? I mean, what's special about it?
Yeah, there's all sorts of music there. I suppose they have a lot of indie, sort of alternative, rock, pop, electro. There really is there's everything there. I mean, we have, I don't know, like, it's really anything goes.
It's very diverse.
Yeah, very diverse. I mean, you've got the guys that sing the real sort of country songs, and then you've got like the amazing Indigenous artists that can do cool stuff on didgeridoos, or we've got like some famous singers like Jessica Mauboy and Guy Sebastian, who are amazing singers as well. So it just depends. Like it's probably similar to here or to America or London, diverse. So.
Overall, what would you say is, the messages that your group as a band, in terms of your music, what would you like to convey?
Yeah, I think mostly our music sort of has positive messages, and we want people to, enjoy life, enjoy the people around them, make the most of the opportunities that they've got, and just, have fun, and, especially believe in themselves and be true to themselves. That's something that's really, important for us. Yeah.
What would you say are the key to success, at least for yourself, in the past years, kind of making this jump from, little venues to many more different places, I mean, in the world as well?
I think you have to love what you do, I think, is definitely a key to success, and also taking opportunities that come to you. If we didn't feel like playing a show, or if we were like, oh no, let's not do that, it might have been a really good opportunity. So we always try to take every opportunity we can, and we love playing music, so it's not too hard, I guess, to take the opportunity, because that's what we want to do, and we're happy to share our music and that with the world. So I guess hard work, love what you do, and
Mum was
take
always said
opportunities.
to us when we were kids, or like when we were trying to decide what we wanted to do, like what did you love doing as a child? Because that's when you're at your happiest, sort of when you're a kid, when there's no care in the world, and you know lots of kids are into all different things. So if you can try and do that, what you enjoyed doing as a child, and make a career out of it. Obviously not building sandcastles, although you could be an amazing sandcastle artist.
Probably not in the same outfit that your mom put you in. Thank you so much for joining us here in Talk Vietnam, for sharing your stories, and you know, for inspiring different people here in Vietnam with your stories and your wonderful music.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you. And that wraps up this edition of Talk Vietnam with the Jermaine sisters. We hope that you've been inspired and also, you know, simply enjoyed their music, their very jolly music, and the messages that come from this inspiring music. Thank you so much for joining us here on Talk Vietnam. We'll see you more next time. Goodbye.
I will always believe.